Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay and today I'm just going to quickly talk about the release schedule for Star Wars Legion and a few quick opinions about that. What we know so far and what I personally expect. So a couple of weeks ago, whenever GAMA was Gamma, I think it might have been 2 weeks ago, Fantasy Flight Games did a press release and in it they said they're hoping for monthly releases. And I was like, oh, don't monthly releases. I saw somebody say it a couple of days ago and then somebody said it today and I was like, it just doesn't seem possible. However, I've been thinking about it lately and I think it might actually happen, but I'm not necessarily sure I personally like the way they would do it. So I'll put a link to when they actually said this at this press event thing. You know, take of it what you will. But in fact, I can actually sort of show you. It was this. It's about 26 minutes in. You can actually hear it. I'm not going to play it now because one, it's not mine, and two, it's really difficult to hear anyway. But then I got thinking, like, what order would we expect things? Now, if we look at the Veers article from December, right down here we can see it says the first quarter of 2018. Now, for me, the first quarter, if we Jan, Feb, March. We're at the very end of March. So this doesn't seem to ring 100% true in that sense. But if it's not March, well, the next closest month is April. Well, if we've had the release in March and we get this in April, that would be 1 month. That would be possible. And that's, as far as I know, that's for Veers and the Snowtroopers as well. If we look at Leia though, her cardy thing says the second quarter of 2018, and I'm fairly sure that there are one of them says on the boat and the other one says at the printer, so I'm fairly sure Veers say on the boat and this one says at the printer. But the second quarter of 2018, well, we'd be slap bang in the middle of the second quarter of 2018 if it comes out in May. So again, that seems possible. What else have we had? Well, we've had the terrain. Well, the little like expansion-y sets and stuff like that. I'm fairly sure that says Q2 as well. But if that comes out in June, oh, that's another monthly release. So then what's next? Well, we've already had the announcement of Han Solo and the Rebel Commandos. That says Q3. Q3 is July, August, September. So if we're looking at Veers in April, Leia in May, the terrain in June, Han Solo in July, or we could end up slotting in maybe Boba Fett or whatever the Imperial wave is in July, and then maybe Han would be August. For me, you'd want Han near the film, which is in May, so unless they do something radical there, it looks like Han will be actually a few months after the film, but that's just the way it goes. Now, what are my thoughts about those releases? That's what we get, and we'd pretty much have, presuming the Imperials would come out, you know, whether or not it's Boba Fett or whatever it is, would come out either August or September. That'd be one a month at least until then. Just throwing in the terrain's a bit weird, but you know, if that's the way they're going to play it, then that's fine. We'd then have 3 more months, and would, you know, I think they said they're going to do 1 a month for the first year, so that would be a fairly fast schedule. Now, I don't personally like that in the sense of, I don't like them splitting Veers and Leia. Like, you're going to have an imbalance in what the Rebels have to what the Imperials have. And obviously there's going to be like there's a natural imbalance in the fact that they have different units, but having it released at different points sort of might create a slight power creep. I'm not saying that's definitely going to happen, but it is obviously a risk. I personally would have preferred them to have done like Leia's and Veers at the same time, and then the core units at the same time. I understand why not, because there's some like linking up there and thematic reasons and all that kind of stuff, but I just feel like you could have done Leia and Veers in April, and then both the core units in May. Do you know what I mean? It could have worked it like that, but whatever. Is 1 a month too quick? It's interesting. I feel like for the casual person who's trying to do both armies, that probably would be too much. But when you look at it, if you're only going to collect one army, which a lot of people generally do in the end, you're actually only going to get one every like 3 months, especially if you're getting something like the terrain. It could be one every 3, could be one every 2, which I think would be fine. It would be a problem if you're trying to collect everything. Obviously, I'm going to have to collect everything because me and Katie are both playing and that kind of stuff. But it's not that bad if you choose one. Now, what are your thoughts on that? Are you going to be fatigued? Obviously, I'm not. I've already speculated on what the Imperial Wave 2 might be, but I just thought it'd be very interesting to we can schedule it like that, and we'll see how accurate that is. I think it's probably going to be quite close. I think we're pretty much nailed up until August. I think it's going to be weird to have the Rebel units release, and then you're going to have Leia, the terrain, and then Han. I sort of feel like the Imperials might sneak in there, but maybe they want to just talk about Han. Whether I'm right or wrong, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's just a quick chat about the schedule of release. This is a weird one because this isn't really a video about the news. Normally I'm like, yo, we've had some news. This is more of a, yo, what do you think about this kind of thing? Let's start a dialogue. But yeah, there you have it. Let me know your thoughts. I put as trying to be a YouTube channel based on Star Wars Legion, I want more and more and more as quickly as possible, as it gives me like content and stuff like that. However, for a casual person, can it be overwhelming? But I reckon it can be, but I think if you just pick one, you're pretty much going to be okay. But let me know your thoughts. Have a most beautiful day, and goodbye. Bye, guys.